Zillionaire Entertainment, baby. 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 Zillionaire Entertainment, baby.
All right, all right. What's up? It's your boy Zillionaire. What's poppin'? Welcome to the show. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, all that other good stuff. I am the truth speaker, the guy that makes everybody mad, especially the black women in our community because they don't like to hear the truth. Now, we're going to talk about this Shanquella Robinson thing, and I want to make a couple points. I'm not going to be long tonight, but I want to make a couple points and get on out the way. I want to talk about how, not only how disgusting and trifling this case is. I'm also going to talk about how, just how black people, how they treat each other. And, you always want to talk about the white man all the time. What about how we treating and killing each other every day? We don't want to talk about that, the way we do one another. But this story right here is sad. Now the warrants has been issued. We already talked about that. Now it's an international manhunt. They are looking for the friend. And, once they arrest her, she gonna start be snitching on everybody else. There will be other warrants issued. Yes, they will. There will be other warrants issued. There will be other warrants issued. That's a fact. Man, let me tell y'all something. The saddest part here, this woman was killed by black women. Black women is a bunch of punks there. And I want to talk about that scenario too. We just getting started, and I like to do my preliminary, get my preliminary stuff out the way. What's up, everybody in the chat? Make sure you like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Now you can either donate to the channel. It's up to you if you want to or not. But I want to talk about how.
But we are going to talk about how black women are violent. See, nobody want to talk about how black women are violent.
Let me hear that one more time, Crimson Cure. What's that again? I've been preaching that for the past 2 years. Let me hear it again.
But we are going to talk about how black women are violent. See, nobody want to talk about how black women are violent.
It's so sad. We sit here and we see World Star Hip Hop. We see all these shows with black women beating each other's heads in. Every day, black women are beating each other's heads in. And I think I need to address this. Y'all don't want to talk about it. I don't give a damn. I want to talk about it. I've been talking about it for the past 2 years, how violent black women are. Black women have become so violent, it's ridiculous. And they teach and raise these sissy thugs and raise these sissy boys and just a violent group of people. This girl right here, man, these are friends. They show you how jealous, vindictive, wicked, manipulative, and brutal black women have become. Yes, black women have become so brutal, so wicked, so cruel that they'll go on vacation with somebody and beat their heads in. They're going a black woman will go take you on vacation and beat your head in, and her friends will sit there and film it. And then if you notice, black women always got punks around them. Always got sissy thugs or weak men. I always got weak ass men. Number 3 weak ass men there. But then y'all want to talk about toxic masculinity. Let me tell y'all something. If it was some real men there that night, if you black women would have had some real men around y'all, that wouldn't have happened. That wouldn't have happened if some real men were there that night. Because black women don't like strong men. They don't like real men. They don't like they always got punks around. Always got effeminate men around. They'll link up. Let me tell you something. Black women will hook up with effeminate men and punks, and they'll come against a real man. Real man wouldn't let that happen. But you got a bunch of violent, ignorant women and punks on a vacation. That's and look what happened. Real man wouldn't have sat there and watched another black woman beat her head in like that. Him like, hold on, we supposed to be friends here. Hold on, we supposed to be friends. What the hell's going on? I'm from Philly. You know how many fights I broke up in Philly? I'm from Philly. I even stopped my sisters from fighting one time. I even stopped my sisters. Looked like my sisters was about to go ham on each other. They was about to go ham, and I stopped it. You know how many fights I broke up between black women ready to half kill each other? That's what I grew up doing. But we got so many punk ass men hanging around. Black women love them. These punk ass men, they hang around. Black women could kick their ass. These punks, they can't stop nothing. They can't stop. They can't stop. They can't stop. These punks can't even beat the women they're hanging with. So let's talk about how violent black women are. Let's talk about it. Whoever don't like it, they say something in the comment section. Because black women, they are.
But we are going to talk about how black women are violent. See, then nobody want to talk about how black women are violent.
We don't want to talk about that, but I'm going to talk about it tonight. You heard me? We're going to talk about it tonight. Let me see who in the comments said. Oh, it's going to be real quiet tonight. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that shit in the comment section. One of the guys arrived the day after. No, he didn't. I don't care who arrived when. They all left her there. I don't want to hear that crap. That's a lie. They all left her there and made up a story. So y'all could justify it. Y'all could try to take up. They're all guilty. I don't want to hear that day late. He came a few hours. Everybody keep trying to justify that. No, that's bull crap. And I don't believe the story. And the way he was telling the story, I didn't like his body language anyway. The dude that was talking about he came a day late. This dude was talking about how he wasn't having fun, how he missed all the fun. He was talking about that more than he was talking about Shanquella. There was not one tear in his eye. There was no remorse. He had absolutely no remorse. I don't know, hand me that. He came a day late. You're right. He came a day late, and she still was left there for the maid to find her. Really? That's y'all excuse? Y'all gonna keep justifying and taking up for the friends? That's crazy. That's crazy. Somebody in the comment section talking about something, he came a day late. That's bull crap. I don't care if he came an hour late. They left her there for dead. They left her for dead. You left her for dead, man. Cut it out. Black women are violent towards each other. Black women are beating each other's heads in and killing each other. We see it every day on World Star Hip Hop and all these other social media sites. And we don't like to call out. They don't like to get called out. We see it every day on World Star Hip Hop and all these other websites, Facebook, Instagram, of black women half killing each other. We don't want to talk about that though. Matter of fact, World Star Hip Hop blew up off of black women beating each other's head. Everybody want to see it. Look at reality TV. Black women beating their heads in. Every stupid ass reality women, they have killing each other. That's the only reason why they're there. Every reality show you see. Everywhere you look. Everybody want to see black women kill each other, but nobody want to talk about that. This girl got killed by her own so-called black friends. Black women did this to her. Then they tried to make up a story and say it was a trans that killed her, which was a lie. Black women tried to say it was not a man with a wig on. Desjanée Jackson is a woman. They tried to Photoshop her face on a man. I'm like, yo, social media is a trip. Desjanée Jackson is a woman, and the other girl that helped beat her head in, and everybody else to watch. They watched the murder. They filmed a murder live. That's crazy. That's foul. That's some foul stuff. Your friends film a murder live. Listen, I'm from Philly. Even when my homeboys, if I seen my homeboys fighting, and my homeboy getting beat down too much, we stopped the fight. All right, that's enough. That's it. That's enough. That's it. We used to stop fights in Philly. All right, you got him. You won, bro. Chill out. We stopped it. That's it. Nigga get killed. No. Man, I don't sit here and let you stomp his face in. We ain't gonna sit here and let you stomp his face in. And no, you done whooped him. You got him. That's enough. They sat there and watched this girl beat her to death. And somebody else jumped in and got some licks. The other girl got some licks in too. And then they had a private meeting before it all happened. That's the crazy part about it is. Remember they was having a meeting. Remember the video where she's walking around looking for her friends? She walking around looking for her friends. And they in a room by themselves. Well, she's not in it because they plotting to beat her up. So and if you notice, they had the cameras ready and everything. The friends already had the cameras out because they already knew it was about to happen. They knew it was about to happen. That's why it was lights, cameras, action. They had all the cameras ready. The cameras was ready. Because when they was in that room talking, she was already telling them, I'm about to kick her ass. You know how black women talk. I'm about to kick her ass. Y'all get y'all cameras out. You know, black women love to show that they beat somebody up. That's like they're a badge of honor with this generation of black women. That's like a badge of honor, beating a woman up. They want the whole world to know I kicked her ass. They had the cameras ready and everything. This fight didn't just happen out of the blue. This wasn't out of the blue. This was plotted. This was premeditated. This was orchestrated. Lights, camera. All right, get y'all cameras ready. I'm about to kick ass. They had the cameras on point. they had the cinematography on point. They was ready for it. Come on, I can't wait to see black women fight. And then let me tell you something. The sad part about it, the black community, our people like to see black women fight each other. They love it. A lot of you black women, y'all need to go be boxers or MMA fighters. Like, seriously. A lot of you black men just love to fight and beat each other heads in and half kill each other. Why don't y'all go boxing? Why don't y'all go to the gym? Why don't y'all go train to be a UFC fighter or something? Why don't you go get paid for it? Huh? Why don't you go boxing? Because y'all love to fight. Y'all love black women. Y'all the most violent women on planet Earth. Yes, I said it. Black women are the most violent women on Earth. Yes, they are. There's not a group of women more violent than black women.
But we are going to talk about how black women are violent. See, nobody want to talk about how black women are violent.
Don't nobody want to talk about that. You don't want to talk about that, though. Everybody want to sweep under the rug, and we watching black women kill each other every day. And then these same women that are violent and ignorant, they raise sissy thugs and masculine violent girls. I'm gonna say it again. We watch these black women kill each other and beat each other's heads in. And they raise ignorant, violent, sissy thug, effeminate boys and masculine girls. This is where the violence is coming from. But it's funny. It seems like nobody wants to talk about that part. Everybody want to blame the men in this one. No, this is not the men's fault. As a matter of fact, there was really no men there. They want to try to blame the men. They tried to put it on the LGBTQ community. No. LGBTQ, nope. They tried that. That didn't work. They tried to Photoshop her picture. Nope. That didn't work. They tried to blame the men. Oh, it wasn't no men there. It was punks there. It was effeminate, weak men. I mean, come on. They're so jealous, man. It's like when the women in our community are jealous. I mean, they do some wicked, vindictive stuff. It's sad. And we wonder why our women in our community are living under a curse. The women in our community live under a curse because, first of all, they don't want to do it God's way. They don't want to do it Yah's way. Whatever you want to call them, the Hebrew term, the English version. I don't care what you say. Yah, God. They don't want to do it his way, number one. Black women, let me tell you something. The women in our community, they're in utter rebellion against the order of family, against of relationship and everything. You can't tell them nothing. You can't check them. You can't call them out. You can't call out their behavior. They're in utter rebellion against who they're supposed to be as women. They're in utter rebellion. That's why they have the masculine energy. That's why they don't like masculine men. That's why they pick beta males, weak males. And this is why they like being around punks and effeminate men. That's why, because black women like to be in control. They don't like nobody telling them nothing. And they got this wicked Jezebel spirit. This is why black women are killing each other and beating each other's heads in. Because they have it's a Jezebel spirit going on in the black community. Let's talk about that. If you don't know what a Jezebel spirit is, go look it up. It's a wicked, cruel spirit and a woman that has masculine energy. And she wants to be in the man position. And she acts masculine. And she's violent. And she's ignorant. Just like Jezebel in the Bible. She was a violent, ignorant woman who had no respect for her punk ass husband. She wanted to be the king, not the queen, and she was very violent. She would kill all the strong men in the Bible. She didn't like them. Why do you think black women don't like strong men? I'm gonna say this again. Why do you think black women don't like strong men and always hanging around punks and sissies and always having babies by beta males? Why do you think black women don't like to be called out? They don't like to be checked. Black women want to do anything they want to do with no authority, no structure, no discipline, and no correction. So this is why we see black women are out of order. This is why they have killing each other. They're having babies by simps and beta males, and they hanging around punks. They're having babies by simps and beta males and sissy thugs, and they're hanging around punks. Ain't nobody checking them. Ain't nobody correcting them. Ain't nobody telling them, yo, you about to destroy yourself. Ain't nobody telling them, hey, you do that, you're going to be in trouble. Ain't nobody there telling them you're going down the wrong path. So we have a group of rebellious women. They don't want to listen. They're hard-headed, can't tell them nothing. And we see that they're cursed their lives. They're cursed in relationships. They're cursed. The black women, the women in our community, they're cursed. This is called it cursed. They've cursed the black family. They're cursed in relationships. They're at the bottom of relationships and marriage. And we starting to see successful black men are sick of these violent black women. They say, man, don't know successful black men or men of a higher quality. Ain't nobody trying to marry y'all. Nobody trying to marry y'all. Men of higher quality, of higher standard, don't want no masculine woman. Don't want no masculine, violent, disrespect. Black women, not only are they disrespectful towards and violent towards each other, they're violent towards their men and their children. I'm going to say it again. This generation, this new age modern era of women, this new age modern era of black women, they're disrespectful to other black women, to their men and their children. Tell me if I'm not telling the truth. They're disrespectful and violent to other black women and themselves. Am I not telling the truth? What's up, Yvette? What's popping? Why is that? Somebody please tell me. And when those girls do time in that Mexican jail, I don't feel sorry for all six of them need to go to jail. If you ask me, all six of them, and you know, all six of them might not go to jail because justice ain't always about prison. Let me tell y'all something. Maybe two or three of them might go to jail. The other three something else bad might happen to them for filming it. But karma, let me tell you something about karma. Karma ain't always prison all the time. Let me tell y'all something. There's other ways to suffer than jail. There's other ways to suffer. There's other ways God can come down with his wrath. Understand, yes, he's a loving God and all that. He's also a God of wrath. So he's also a God of wrath. So karma ain't always got to come with jail. So I bet you maybe three of them might go to jail. I know two of them definitely are going to jail, prison. Two of them going to prison, maybe three. But the other three, they might get off scot-free. But they may get their karma in another way. There's other ways God can punish you. Hello, somebody. There's other ways God can get you. Trust me on that. Watch what you do. Don't think you got away just because you ain't get locked up. Come on now. Let me tell you something. A lot of times people escape this worldly judge, but there's an almighty judge that know all and see all. That's who you got to worry about. A lot of people be worrying about this judge on earth. You better worry about the almighty judge, because when he gets you, when his wrath hits you, you in big trouble. You're in big trouble. So like I say, two or three of them might go to jail. I don't think all six of them are going to go to jail, which they should, because I feel like that's a conspiracy to murder. If you ask me, I just feel like that's conspiracy to murder. I feel like they filmed a murder and they left her there and they knew she was dead. They knew that the girls beat her half to death and they left her there. I think that's the sickest part. They left her there. Then they lied and called her parents and said that she died of alcohol poisoning. Like that, it don't get no wicked and trifling and more conniving and more evil than that. It really doesn't get more wicked than that. They all left her there. They all try to cover their ass. All tried to cover. So, just like the Kanika case. That part reminds me of the Kanika case. Her friends knew it was about to happen. They knew it was going down, and they all was in on it, and they try to act like they didn't know what was going on. It's clearly, there's too much video out where they was clearly plotting to beat her up. They were plotting to do something to this. They were plotting. Ain't that sad how your own people can plot on you? Ain't that sad your own people can plot on you to do you some harm? Your own so-called friends. They weren't your friends. Shanquella, just like Kanika, they weren't your real friend. They were jealous associates. Sometimes you could think people are your friends, but they're just your jealous associates. Sometimes you can hang around people that just tolerate you, but they're jealous of you. But they hang around you, they tolerate you, and after you leave, they talking trash with the other friends about you. Just jealous associates. That's all they are. They don't really have no love for you like that. You're just something to talk about. You're something to hang around them. You know, that's it. A lot of y'all got some jealous associates you hang around. Y'all got some jealous associates. You don't even know it. They smiling in your face. Hey, girl. Hey, girl. Girl, I like that outfit, girl. And as soon as you turn your back, I can't stand that bitch. Tell me if I'm not telling the truth. They whispering and gossiping behind your back. I can't stand that bitch. I can't stand her. Oh, trust me. I grew up in Philly. I grew up in the hood. I know. Not only did I grow up in the hood, you see what's going on today. They do it today. But I seen black women do it all the time. F that B. They'll smile with her, talk trash behind her back. They'll go shopping with her. They'll go out to eat with her. And after they finish going out eating, shopping, the other three homegirls get on the phone and talk about her. That's some sick stuff, man. I'm not hanging around nobody I don't like. Black women do that, though. I don't get it. They hang around a woman they're jealous of or a woman they don't like, and they will hang around her and just talk about her and then plot to do some harm to her. Crazy. A lot of times these women just want to be friends with you so they can do some harm to you. Some of these so-called friends want to mess your life up. Hello, somebody. Some of these so-called friends want to mess your life up because they're jealous of you. Let me see I can mess her life up, mess up your relationship. Let me see I can make you lose your job. Let me see if I can steal something from you. Let me see I can destroy you. Let me see I can set you up. Let me see I can get you in a situation that you can't get out of. It's sad. We're living in some wicked times. Christ said, what did Christ say? The time's going to get wickeder and wickeder. The time's going to get evil and eviler. The love of many will wax cold. People will be cold-blooded and heartless. It's the times we live in. Christ said the love of many will wax cold. People will be cold and heartless. It's sad. Watch your circle. Watch your friends. That's why you got to ask, listen, you got to ask the Lord to put the right people in your life. Stop trying to fit in with people that don't like you. And I think a lot of times black people do that. And especially black women. They try to hang with people they know don't like them. They try to be accepted. They want to be accepted by people that don't like them. That's a dangerous move. That's dangerous. When you want to be accepted by people that don't like you, that is dangerous. You put yourself in dangerous territory because they'll never like you. Now, let me tell you something. They'll never like you no matter how good you treat them, no matter what you do for them. No matter how good of a friend you are, they won't like you, period, because they're still jealous of you. I'm going to say it again. Stop trying to be fitting with people that don't like you. There's always signs where you can see people don't like you. It's always signs. Either you pay attention to the red flags or you don't. Pay attention to, they really don't like me. Oh, there's always signs. You got to pay attention. Sometimes we try to ignore it. Don't never hang around people that don't like. Don't ever try to fit in with people that don't like you. I see a lot of black women doing that though. They always want to be in a circle where, always want to be in a circle with the pretty girls or the fine girl or the so-called it crowd or the in crowd. You ain't got to fit in with them. Trying to fit in with people that don't like you. That's dangerous. You better ask the Lord to send the right people in your life. Hello, somebody. That's why you should always pray, Lord, put me in. You don't want to be in a dangerous situation. Lord, put me around some people that genuinely love me and care about me. I'm gonna say it again. You better ask the Lord just to put some people around you that genuinely love you and care about you, not associates, huh? Not fake friends, not frenemies. A lot of y'all got frenemies, fake friends, and associates. They'll leave you hanging. They'll set you up. They'll leave you for dead. They don't care. But it's sad to see how violent our women have become. It's really sad to see how violent black women are. It's sad. It's sad. It's sad. I just think it's sad because you can't help this generation of black women. You can't help women that don't listen. You can't help women that are rebellious. You can't help women that you can't correct them. You can't help. You have to just sit here and we have to just watch black women destroy themselves in large numbers. They picked the wrong type of men. They picked the wrong type of friend. I don't know what it is about black women. They picked the wrong type of men to have babies by. They picked the wrong type of friends. It's always the wrong people in their life. It's like it seems like black women are always trying to please the wrong people. Y'all picked the wrong type of men to have babies by. Y'all picked the wrong type of friends. Like, and you can't tell you nothing. And then when something bad happened, we supposed to feel sorry for them. I think this is a tragedy. I really do. It's a sad tragedy. It's sad. But sometimes, man, if you don't pay attention to the red flags, you don't pay attention to stuff, you get caught up like Shanquella Robinson did, or like Kanika Jenkins did. You get caught up with fake friends. You get caught up with jealous friends. You get caught up with jealous associates. You get caught up with frenemies. Always ask the Lord to put the right people in your life. That's what keeps you safe. But, you know, I come on my channel, I speak the truth, and I call out this behavior. I get attacked. You know, people attack me, and, you know, because in our community, don't nobody want to do better. It's okay to talk about the men. You know, it's okay to call men sissy thugs. It's okay when I talk about the sissy men and all that. That's okay. But you can't help the women. Every time I talk about the stuff black women are doing, it's always, I get attacked all the time. And I don't know what they think. I'm going to stop calling out the behavior. I don't know what they think because you attack me on my channel. That don't mean anything. Because you mad at what I said ain't going to stop me from talking about why the women in our community are so violent. It's not going to stop me from talking about it. So you can get mad in the comments all you want to. I don't care. I don't care. And let me tell you, it's a lot of times, a lot of you women that get mad at my channel, a lot of you get mad because I'm talking directly to you. It's some behavior y'all need to change. Y'all don't want to change that behavior. So y'all get mad at me because I'm talking about your behavior. But anyway, this woman was killed by other black women. I just talked about that. That's a good, somebody said, too many people want validation. Exactly. Exactly. Everybody want to be validated. Everybody want validation. That is a fact. And especially women. Women love to be validated. Women always want validation. So they'll hang around people that don't like them for validation. Now they're trying to say that Shanquella did something. And I don't care what Shanquella did. It don't warrant what happened. Well, Shanquella must have did something for her to be, you know, this was some of the black women trying to justify what happened, which I couldn't believe what I was seeing. They were saying, well, Shanquella must have did something. Did what? No matter what she did, she deserved to get her head beat in. Now that she deserved to get killed, really. So in that case, that means that every time a black woman do something, she deserves that. But they were trying to justify it because they couldn't blame nobody. Because, you know, the women in our community, they don't like to be held accountable. The women in our community, they don't like accountability. So anytime they could do the most foulest, heinous crime, it's still going to be an excuse, or they're going to try to blame somebody for it. No accountability. That's why you can't help women that don't want to listen, who don't want to be held accountable, who can't be corrected, and who can't be called out. You can't help them. You can't help them. Just can't help them. Can't help them. Women that refuse to be held, and let me tell you, and especially the women in our community, they don't like to be called out. They don't like to be corrected. They don't like to be held accountable. They don't like to say they're wrong. They don't want to change their behavior. They don't want to be feminine. It's just like, really? Really? And I'm speaking to the large majority. If the shoe fit, wear. Oh, well, a hit dog always hollers. So if you get mad and you holler in the comment section, you just expose yourself. I don't care. Y'all know, those that follow me, you know I don't care. I speak the truth. I don't care. The men or the women, I don't care. Listen. But I mainly talk to the black women. And let me tell you why I mainly talk to black women. Let me tell you why I mainly talk to black women. Because black women are the ones that are mating with beta males, raising violent, ignorant girls and sissy thugs. They always got punks around them, and they're always violent, ignorant, and disrespectful. We're seeing a generation full of women who are ignorant, violent, and disrespectful. And everybody's scared to call it out because she a black woman. That's a black woman. And what's your point? She's a violent, what type of black woman she is? That's the question. I don't care about her being a black woman. What type is she? Is she a God-fearing woman? Is she a virtuous woman? Or is she a violent, ignorant woman? It's sad we see more violent, ignorant women in our community than anything else. We got this thought culture where black women brag about fighting, sleeping with your baby daddy, beating up your girlfriend, and all this other crazy stuff. This is what we got going. This is what we brag about in our community. We glorify foul behavior. We glorify it. You glorify it. This video should wake people up to say, you know what? This violence that's going on in our community, it needs to stop. This violent behavior among our women needs to stop. This violent behavior among men and women in our community, it needs to stop. We need to cut this. This stuff needs to stop among us. I don't hear nothing about come on. I'm talking about the stuff we do to each other. See, we don't want to talk about that in the black community because we don't want to be held accountable. You want to just talk about the white man. I get it. All right, okay, what about the white man? When we're doing more killing and we're doing more harm to each other than the white man. I mean, come on. Black people, y'all do, as a whole, black people do the most harm to each other. And then we want to sweep it under the rug. Oh, that's okay. You know, black lives only matter when a white person kills us. You know, black lives only matter when a white cop kills us. You know, oh, that's black people killing each other. That's okay. And this is why I don't rock with Black Lives Matter either. I don't rock with that. I don't rock with Black Lives at all. And you know, the founder of Black Lives Matter, that she was a scam artist, and you know, Patrice Cullors, she's already investigated and about to get in trouble for all that money she embezzled, all the charity money she used to buy mansions. You know, the Black Lives Matter leader, Patrice Cullors. Black lives don't matter. She lied. She just told black people what they wanted to hear, and it's time out for that crap. Everybody, all these black activists telling black people and black women what they want to hear, and ain't nothing changing. We're seeing black people still kill each other every day. We're still seeing black people take each other out every day. Every day. But then we want to keep talking about the white man and Black Lives Matter. And then the leader, the founder of Black Lives Matter, she took all the money and did nothing to help the black community. And we see all the violence, all the deaths, the murder, the poverty. We're seeing the single mother homes. We're seeing the teenage pregnancy. We're seeing these sissy thugs kill each other. We're seeing black women being violent. We see all these baby mamas and baby daddies. We see the abuse of the welfare system. We see all this poverty, and they doing nothing to help the black community. Because everybody want to lie. Everybody lying. Everybody want to say what everybody want to hear. Just saying what they want to hear, telling everybody what they want to hear. Everybody's scared to tell black people the truth. And that's why I say I'm the truth speaker, the guy that makes everybody mad. Y'all know that's my that's my anthem. I am the truth speaker, the guy that makes everybody mad. Everybody mad. When Christ was talking to his disciples, Christ said, you know, everybody was saying, "Oh, we love you, Christ. We love you. We love you, Jesus." Jesus said, "At one point, all of you will be offended." He said, at one point, all of you will be offended. In other words, y'all say y'all love me now, but I'm going to say some stuff that's going to make y'all mad too. I'm going to say some stuff that's going to piss y'all off too, because I'm calling out y'all behavior. See, that's why I say I'm the truth speaker. Well, I got to make everybody mad. I even had people in my family mad at the stuff I say because it's true. Because what I say is true. I got family members that listen, you know, I have matter of fact, a lot of my family members watch my show. A lot of them. And what I say is true. And then they get upset, but they keep listening. That's what kills me about a lot of black folk. A lot of black folk, they don't like me or what I have to say, but they keep listening. Though that's the crazy part. A lot of you men, mainly women. Women, the one they get mad at my channel more than because I could call men. I could talk about the sissy thugs. I could talk about the gang violence. I could talk about the men, these sissy thugs killing black women, and the sissy thugs that they love to have babies. But I could talk about that. But as soon as I talk about the women, it's a problem because they don't like accountability. But a lot of my family watch my show and be pissed off at what I say. Oh, well, I don't really care. I don't care. Look, I don't care. Family, I don't care. If it applies to you, oh, well. I'm not here to please nobody's ears. Really not. Not here to please nobody. I'm here on a mission with a message. I'm going to say it again. I'm here on a mission with a message. I'm not here to please you. And if I'm not here speaking the truth, I got to answer to a higher authority. Hello, somebody. I don't care nothing about y'all being mad. I don't care. I got to answer to a higher authority if I'm not calling stuff out and checking it and correcting it. I got to answer to a higher authority. I can't be on here, be lying and trying to tell y'all what y'all want to hear for donations. I'm not doing it. If you love my channel, you support my channel, cool. If you don't, I don't care. I don't care. I really don't. You don't want to hear the truth? Why y'all keep listening? You know what's so funny? People don't like to hear the truth, but they know they need to hear the truth. So that's why they keep listening and getting upset. Like, I guess I'm going to change my message because what I said made you upset. Yeah, sorry. I'm not going to stop speaking the truth because it made you mad. Sorry. But anyway, the stuff black people are doing to each other is sad. Black women, you need to get some strong men around y'all. I'm gonna say it again. Black women, y'all have a disdain for strong men, but y'all need to get some strong men around for protection and for good father figures. But y'all don't like strong men. So y'all talking about y'all need to be protected, but you're surrounding yourselves with punks and effeminate men. I'm gonna say it again. Black women always screaming they need to be protected. Then how come y'all are against strong men? Why are you against men who are strong and masculine? Those are the only type of men that can protect you. You surround yourself with punks, effeminate men, soft men, sweet men, simps, cowards, weak ass men, mama boys, sissy thugs, and you talking about you ain't getting protected. What are you talking about? What are y'all talking? Look who you surround yourselves with. And then any man that comes on a platform, any man you see that's strong and masculine and telling it how, y'all have a problem with him. But y'all surround yourselves with a bunch of punks, liars, and cheaters. Black women, look who you surround. Look at the type of people you surround. And look at the type of punk ass men y'all surround yourselves with. How they gonna protect you? Toxic masculinity. The stupidest thing I ever heard in my life. And black women are on the front line of that too. Toxic man. How's a man gonna protect you if he's a punk and a sissy? Y'all, if you look at Shanquella video, you heard a bunch of sissy ass men and women. Sissy men and women in the video. Do something, Shanquella, do something. No punk. Y'all love having punks around y'all. Shanquella, fight back. He's a straight chump. Sound like punks. And then the dude that went live trying to cover his tracks, talking about he came a day late. His body language, nothing added up. Trying to make an excuse. Dude, you came a day late, dude. Y'all still left her there. I don't want to hear that. You came hours late. I don't want to hear that. Y'all left her there. You left her and you lied. Shut up. I don't want to hear excuses. He looked like an effeminate punk. How can punk ass men, black women, answer this question? You surround yourself with punk ass men and beta males. How y'all gonna be protected? Please tell me. You don't like masculine men. How you gonna be protected? Let me tell you something, black women. A lot of times y'all need to be protected from yourselves. I'm gonna say it again, black women. Y'all have become so destructive. Y'all need to be protected from yourselves. That's the sad part. I have become so disrespectful, destructive, and so violent. Y'all need protection from yourselves because a lot of y'all have no self-control and no discipline. And see, this is where daddy's coming at. See, a lot of you black women, your mothers didn't provide you with that, with father figures. That's the problem. That's why y'all have no discipline, no self-control. Y'all have no emotional control. Y'all do everything impulsively. Everything is how you feel, and you can't control it because you didn't have a father to give you some structure. You didn't have a daddy to help you channel that wild, crazy mentality that you had and those crazy emotions that you don't understand. See, that's what a father's there for. He brings some type of peace. He brings some type of stability to a young lady. A lot of you women, the emotions are all over the place because you ain't had no daddy. Y'all grew up with a violent, ignorant, loudmouth, ignorant mom. And now everything she did was off of how she felt and her emotions. And she justified her behavior. And this is why we see this generation of black women justifying their behavior because they seen their mama do it. They seen their mama justify their violent, ignorant, disrespectful behavior. So they think it's okay. So we're seeing a bunch of black women, because they wasn't raised, their mamas didn't give them no daddies, violent, ignorant, out of control. Violent, ignorant, out of control, can't tell them nothing, can't check them, none of that. Y'all need to be protected from yourselves, let alone other black women. Facts. Sad, man. But you know, the even sadder part, this video still won't be a wake-up call, because guess what? There's going to be another story. Oh, there's going to be other stories coming up in the future. Now, we done heard the Kanika story. Now we seen this story. But besides the Kanika story and this story, there's hundreds of other stories that's just like this. Just a couple of them went viral. There's a couple of them went viral. But you can't help people that don't want help. But let me tell you something. It's a scripture in the Bible says, God sends his leaders to warn people. I'm going to say it again. God sends his leaders to warn people about their behavior, their wickedness, and their foul behavior. So the blood is not going to be on my hands. I'm putting the message out there about how violent and ignorant the black community has become, how violent and ignorant the women have become, how the stuff black folk are doing to each other. I put it out there. The blood ain't on my hands. If either you receive it or you don't, that's up to you. I did my job. Hello, somebody. I did my job. I'm going to continue to call out the behavior. I'm going to continue to call out wickedness. Yeah, that's why a lot of times they didn't like the prophets and that's why they didn't like, that's why the Pharisees and the Sadducees, they didn't like Jesus Christ because he called out their behavior. They didn't like Jesus Christ. He called out their behavior. He didn't care nothing about them being religious leaders. He didn't care nothing about their position. He called them out. They didn't like it. He called out how wicked they are. Our generation have become so wicked and ignorant and sad. So we're looking at a cursed generation. Our women are cursed. Our community is cursed because they refuse to turn from their wicked ways, period. It's a fact. Yeah, a lot of y'all just refuse to turn from your wicked ways. So ain't nothing going to get better. You can pray all you want to, but if you ain't changing and if you ain't trying to change your behavior and do what's right, that curse going to be on you. It's a curse on the black community. Our women have become Jezebels and the men have become weak beta males raised by Jezebels. Being raised by Jezebel. That should be a series. Raised by Jezebel. It's the facts. These Jezebel women, they're raising this violent, ignorant generation. Breeding more beta males. They sleep with beta males, breed beta males, and they want beta males around them. Breed with beta males, raise beta males, and then they raise violent, ignorant, masculine, disrespectful girls. Look at our generation, full of sissy men. The women are tougher than men nowadays. Don't y'all think something's wrong with that? Don't y'all think something's wrong? That women love weak ass men? That women mate with weak ass men? That women raise their boys to be weak and effeminate and simps? Don't y'all think something's wrong with that? That the women in our community are more masculine and more violent than the men? I was talking to my niece the other day. My niece, she's a teenager. She's about to be a teenager in a couple of weeks. She said the girls fight more than anything. This is my niece. She said the girls is always fighting. She said the boys don't hardly fight. She said it's always the girls fighting. And she said, oh, the girls get the boys involved in it. Or if the boys are fighting, it's because of something the girls done did. The girls got the boys involved in it. Masculine, violent, ignorant girls and sissy boys. Facts. Yes, this was premeditated. Yes, this was premeditated. Somebody said Shanquella was the only one that had a father figure. That's a good point. That's a good point. Somebody said she was the only one that had a father figure. You know, and maybe, yeah, that's deep. That's a good point. It's a good point. What kind of friends do you know sit there and film you get your head beat in? I'm gonna ask y'all a question. What kind of friends film you get your head beat in? What kind of friends want to sit there and watch you get hurt by somebody else? That's not a friend. A friend is not going to sit there and watch you. Like I say, I'm from Philly, man. And when my homies used to fight or whatever, if we've had fights amongst each other, we would fight, and then that was it. We broke it up. Okay, that's enough, dude. We're not going to let you beat each other's. That's it. You won. You hurt them. You got them. You got the best of them. So we used to stop it. All right, that's enough. That's enough. Because we was real homies on the streets. We was real boys. We ain't want to. We had our problems. We had our internal beef, but we settled it. All right, y'all got it off your chest. Y'all fought. Cool. All right, shake hand. And that was it. That's how we did it. We knuckled up. We fought. Boom. That was it. All right, that's it. We ain't gonna sit. We ain't gonna let you kill each other like that. Because we was bored. Now, what kind of friend sits there films you? They see you're not fighting back. And I think that's the sad. They saw she wasn't fighting back. And they didn't try to stop it. They saw she was not fighting. She did not want to fight. That they should have stopped it right there instead of filming it, telling her to fight back. She didn't want to fight. And y'all supposed to be friends. You should have stopped it. I'm going to say it again. She didn't want to fight. And if y'all supposed to be friends, and after she done twisted her neck around, threw her to the ground, beat her down, y'all should have stopped it. Like, okay, Shanquella doesn't want to fight. You done beat her up already. Let it. That's it. That's it. That's enough. That show you friends, really? A friend ain't gonna want to see you harmed. Let me tell you something. Those who are friends or close to me in my life, I don't ever want to see them get harmed in any kind of way. I don't ever want to see anybody that I love close to me. A friend doesn't matter. I don't want to see them get hurt, and I'm not going to sit there and watch it and film it. What? And I see clearly they're not trying to, they're not trying to engage in something violent. I'm gonna stop it. I'm gonna break it up. I'm gonna stop it, man. They didn't stop it. They didn't stop it, and then they making excuses online to what happened. And if you notice, the dude that went live and the other girl that went live, they had no remorse. They weren't hurt that she's dead. They was just trying to. They went live to say to cover up, or to make themselves not look bad for leaving her for dead. They went live to cover their tracks with no emotion, just talking about how, well, I didn't know, or we didn't leave her there, just making up all this stuff, man. And it was no emotion. So I'm like, damn, they really didn't care about this girl. They really didn't care. And you know what the hurtful thing is? When you hanging around people that really don't care about you. I think that's the saddest thing. A lot of people do that in the community. Y'all hang with people that they really don't care nothing about you. And you trying to hang with them, you trying to fit in. And I know y'all noticed a video where they was having a meeting before remember she was in the hallway looking for everybody. She was like, where everybody at? They in there talking about her on a trip. Ain't that crazy? They took this girl on a trip. It was premeditated. A lot of y'all in the comment section say it was premeditated. Yeah, I believe it was premeditated. I believe it was because they took her on a trip and she's looking for them. And she finds all of them in a room talking, but she's not there. What? You know they was plotting. That's why they had the cameras ready. You know they was plotting. That's why the cameras was there. That's why they all had their cameras ready when the fight went down. Because she already told them how it was going to play out. She already told them, man. Sad. Let me see this comment down. It says she got killed. Shanquella was. She said y'all say she was the most successful one out the group. She probably was. Um, yeah, it looked very premeditated. Somebody said this is ghetto black culture. Let me see. Somebody said this is ghetto black culture. People get beat up for trying to intervene. Stop. But hold on. I agree with that. I agree. You say this is ghetto black culture. People get beat up for trying to intervene. I agree. But if you had some real men stopping women fighting, women can't beat up a grown men. If you have grown men there stopping a fight, grown men aren't going to get beat up by women by stopping a fight. I get what you're saying. But when women are half beating each other's head in, if you had some real men there, that wouldn't have happened. Like I say, women in our community, they don't like strong men. They're like effeminate men. They're like weak ass men. They like being around those type of men. Exactly. Somebody said if she was there with her man, right. And exactly. She maybe she should have brought her boyfriend. I don't know. Maybe she should have brought the boyfriend. I don't know. But she wasn't safe at all. And they all in the room just gossiping and sad. They just gossiping away, and it's sad. But they're gonna pay for this, you know. This her friend, you know, the warrants have been issued, and they doing like a manhunt. So they're hunting down the friend. I don't know if the friend is hiding. I don't know. I think she just need to turn herself in, which I doubt it. But uh, but there's a man. There's an international. They're looking for her. They're looking for Dejan. What's her name? Uh, Dejanay Jackson is her name. They're looking for her internationally. So she see what's going on. I mean, it's all over social media, it's all over the news, it's all over Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. She needed to go ahead and turn herself in. She need to turn herself in. You better tell your side and try to get a plea deal or something. Cause I mean, it's a wrap. The video is just all the evidence you need. That's it. The video, that's it. That's evidence. It's caught on camera. So that's her name, Deschanay Jack. She's the one that was beating her up in the video. But yeah, yeah, she need to just turn herself in, tell her story or whatever the case. Because sweetheart, you ain't getting away, and she know the authorities looking for her. So I wonder how long she gonna hide out while they doing this manhunt. How long she gonna hide out? You know, how long was she trying to wait before she go to jail or wait before she go to prison? That's her best bet is to turn herself in and try to get a deal and say, "Oh, I didn't mean to beat her to death." Something. You better try to get your time cut. Something. You better turn yourself in. I mean, come on now. She better go ahead because their warrants issued. You baby, you on camera. You in trouble. You can't escape this trouble. And then that's one thing when accountability hits. When it's time to be held accountable, and that's something. Accountability is something that this generation or the women in our community they don't like accountability. When accountability hit, it's just that's it. It's a wrap. And the sad part about it, you try to forewarn these women, try to tell them about their behavior ahead of time, and these women in our community they don't want to listen. You try to call out their behavior, they get mad. Why are you talking about black women? Why are you talking about so because she's a black woman, you can't call out her behavior? Crazy. And we try to forewarn the women in our community. We try to tell them, look, y'all need to stop acting like this. Y'all need to stop doing this. The men get attacked on these social media platforms for calling out the women in our community. And then every day we're seeing world star hip hop. We're seeing the women in our community half kill each other. And we're seeing these tragic stories like this. But they watch the videos on the platforms when men are trying to say, y'all need to change your behavior. Y'all need to cut it out. Y'all need, y'all need to cut it out, man. Y'all need to change. Y'all going down the wrong path. We get persecuted, we get attacked, we get disrespected, we get called all kind of names for trying to tell the women in our community to change their behavior. That's the sad part about it is we're trying to tell black women to change their behavior. We're trying to tell them to do better, and they spit in our face. And then we see these stories. It's crazy. They spit. We get spit, and they spit. Any black man on YouTube calling out their behavior, you get attacked, persecuted. They spit in your face, all kind of stuff. And then we see this story, and then it's like everybody quiet. They don't want to talk about the real issue here, that this woman was killed by other black women. Other black women set her up for the kill. They don't want to talk about that. It was other black women that did this to her. It was her black friends, female friends, that did it. And I want to talk about how violent the women in our community have become. They want to avoid that. And I think we don't need, it's time out for avoiding the issues in our community. We need to talk about it head on. I don't care who don't like it or not. We got to talk about this stuff, man. I'm sick of seeing it. I'm tired of these stories. I'm sick of these stories, man. And we doing it to each other. But anyway, I'm your boy Zillion. I didn't even mean to talk this long tonight. But I guess all this needed to be said. But you know, it's a woman I like to watch. Her name is The Crimson Cure. I don't know if y'all watch her channel. I actually do like her channel. Her name is The Crimson Cure. And I like her channel because she just tells the uncut, raw truth. I've never really heard a woman tell the truth like The Crimson Cure. I'm gonna be honest. Out of all the YouTube, all the female, well, it is maybe one or two more, but it's other black female YouTubers that tell the truth. Not many. It's a handful of y'all. Shout out to y'all black women who are telling the truth. But it's The Crimson Cure. This woman right here I'm about to play. I've never heard nobody tell the truth like she does. Like, it's other black women telling the truth, but she just give it to you like the uncut, raw version, sort of how I do it. Like, I don't bite my tongue. It's just the uncut, raw version. You don't like it? Oh, well. But I like the way I like her channel.
But we are going to talk about how black women are violent. See, then nobody want to talk about how black women are violent. But we are going to talk about how black women are violent. See, then nobody want to talk about how black women are violent.
I like her channel, straight up. I really do. I really like her channel. She just, let me tell y'all something. We living in a time we need to hear the truth uncut, raw. We don't need to be pussyfooting around. It ain't no time to be tiptoeing around stuff. We need the truth like never before. And the only way you're going to have some change in our community is if people are speaking the truth and stop worrying about other people. I don't care about your feelings. Forget feelings. We need truth, man. Ain't nothing going to change without truth. And I like her because she just tell it how it is. She just tell it ain't no biting your tongue and tiptoeing around it. She tell it how it is. She sort of remind me of how my aunties and grandmother used to be. They just told it was just nothing but truth with my grandmother, my mother's generation, grandmother. They told her how it was. You know what I'm saying? They told her how it was, man. But shout out to Crimson Cure. I do watch her channel, so I just want to give her a shout out. And also other black women on YouTube that's telling the truth, not biting their tongue, speaking to the black community. You know what I'm saying? Because we need the truth. We don't need a bunch of lies and cover-ups. And it's enough of lies. It's enough of that. It was enough, man. It's enough of everybody tiptoeing around and telling everybody what they want to hear. It's just enough of that. Enough of that crap. I know we living in a time, even the Bible says, you know, in the last days, people will not tolerate the truth. People don't want to hear sound doctrine. People don't want to hear the truth. And, you know, the reason why they don't want to hear the truth is because they don't want to turn from their wicked ways. So if we live in a community where people don't want to turn from their wicked ways, this curse in the black community is going to continue to thrive. We got some serious curses in our community, serious curses. And either we're going to break them or they're going to continue. But if we have a bunch of women that don't want to listen, black men can't build with women that don't listen. Black men can't build with women who are hard-headed, who are Jezebels, who can't be corrected, Black men can't build with y'all. You can't change if women in our community are like that. Just have a Jezebel spirit. They want to be in control. They want to be masculine. They want to be violent. They want to be disrespectful. They want to be ignorant. You can't build with women like that. Can't build with those type of women. And we're starting to see this violent behavior, man. And it's too much of it. Rest in peace, Shanquella Robinson. But I hope this story wakes up a lot of Black women. I hope it wakes up a lot of y'all to seeing that you need some strong men around you, and you got to watch who you call your friends. Watch who you call your friends. Other Black women should see how violent Black women have become towards each other, man. It's sad. It's really sad, man. Like, I just hate, it bothers me to see this stuff. It's really nerve wracking, and it bothers me. But this is what's going on, man. We need to address these issues in our community, period. They need to be addressed. And then, on my channel, I'll continue to address them. I don't care who don't like it. I don't care who get mad. I don't really care. If you don't like the truth, you don't have to watch me. But for some reason, y'all keep watching me. You keep complaining. And like I keep saying, what I think in the Black community, I think they don't want solutions. They want excuses. I'm going to say it again. A lot of y'all don't want solutions. Y'all want excuses for your behavior. And I'm not going to give it to you. And I think that's why they be so upset at me, because I'm not giving you an excuse for your behavior. Y'all don't want a solution. You want excuses. So, but we're going to continue to talk about, any updates on this case. Like I say, there's a manhunt warrants issued, and Dejanay Jackson, you need to just go ahead and turn yourself in on this case, because you ain't escaping this. Dejanay Jackson, the girl in the video, it's time for you to face accountability. That's something they don't want to hear in our community. Dejanay Jackson, the woman that was in the video, the woman that was in the video doing what you did to that girl, huh? Doing what you did to that girl. It's time for accountability. And she trying to run from account. Let me tell you something. If Dejanay Jackson turned herself in, then she's holding herself accountable. But if she continues to hide and be on the run, she's trying to duck accountability. She ducking. She needs to go ahead and turn herself in. And any family members that's hiding Dejanay Jackson while they're doing this manhunt, if y'all are hiding her, y'all are enabling her behavior. She need to turn herself in. Well, what are you waiting for? There's no escaping this one. It's like what's so sad? Some of these women know they caught, and they still don't want to be held accountable. You can see them do the most foulest, heinous stuff, and they'll still try to run and duck and hide from accountability. But when I'm telling you, when accountability come knocking, you can't escape that, and you also can't escape God's judgment. So, we can't get away from the Almighty Judge. Let me read some of the comments before I get out of here. Somebody said, Moonlight, hey, what's up? What's up? My girl, Lizzie's in here. What's up, Lizzie? Long time no see. Hope you're doing okay. Baby girl. Moonlight Paul said they want to blame the white man for everything. Yes. Yes. You also say that's why my circle of friends are small. Exactly. That's the best way to be. That's the best way to be. Somebody said Black family hiding Black people who killed another Black person. Can't make this up. I know, right? That's a good point. Black family hiding Black people who killed another Black person. Can't make this up. Black lives matter. Nope, Black lives don't matter. Black lives only matter when a white cop kills us. That's it. Hope y'all enjoy y'all weekend. I might go live tomorrow night. I don't know. Somebody said if she was with her man who really loved her, ooh, that's a good point. If she was with her man instead of her friends, ooh, she would have been safe. That's a good point. That's a good point. That's a good point. That's a good point. They might have been jealous of her because she had a man, because she had a boyfriend or whatever. Somebody said they have no friends. They got canceled. Well, like I say, man, if you pray about it, the Lord will put the right people in your life. And I think everybody in the comment section, everybody, you just pray the Lord put the right people in your life, man. And that's what you need. The right, you can't have the wrong people in your life. You know what I'm saying? You got to have the right people in your life. The wrong people in your life can mess you up. I know from experience. I had the wrong people in my life, and I end up getting falsely accused and thrown in prison by black women. So, you know what I'm saying? A lot of you know my story. I've been falsely accused, thrown in jail by black women. I had wrong women in my life, wrong people around me, and get you in trouble. Because a lot of times they're jealous of you and vindictive. And, it's sad, but I'm your boy Zillionaire. Thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure you hit like, share, subscribe. Make sure you hit that Cash App, support the channel. You can also support the channel by becoming a monthly member. Yeah. A shout out to those who've been buying the Zillionaire clothing and merchandise. I have a whole new clothing and merchandise. You can see my clothing and merchandise on my store tab, or you can look at under every video has my clothing line under that. Shout out to those who've been buying the clothing line and this and that. Some of y'all like the beats and instrumentals. Some of y'all got artists, in your family and stuff. Y'all like all the music on my channel. That's my music, all the music, the intros, the outros, everything, all the beats in it, all my music, all original, all created, composed, orchestrated by me. And I produce for, several artists and stuff like that. I have a BeatStars page and everything else. So shout out to those who've been putting their family onto my music. Some of y'all got family members who are artists. They need original music. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to, everybody support the brand, my businesses, and that support the truth. I appreciate y'all coming out. I'll be back. I might be back tomorrow night, but we're going to continue, to have these real discussions, these talk about these deep topics, and me bringing the truth and the facts. We're going to continue this, man. I appreciate all the true supporters and those that hung out. I'm out of here. God bless y'all. Hope y'all enjoying your weekend or enjoying y'all time off with your real family and your real friends. Hope y'all enjoying y'all time. Like I said, I don't really celebrate these holidays, but if you celebrate the holidays, make sure you're around people that you love and that care about you. I'm out of here. God bless you. And I'll holler at y'all, man, later on. I'm out of here.
Zillionaire Entertainment, baby. 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 Zillionaire Entertainment.